Have you ever gone to a place where you know the food is nasty? Everyone says you should never go because you'll get sick or worse. But somehow the place is crowded. You take a peek at the food and it looks good to you. You say to yourself, one time won't hurt, right? You go, you eat, 30 minutes later. 30 minutes later. You're puking the fuck out of everything! So you say, never again. Then 3 years go by, and to your surprise, there are not 2, but 3 from the same place, and you're intrigued. How come there are 3 from the same disgusting place? There may be less people, but it looks like there will be a 4th, and so on. So the question is, should you eat there again? Is the food better? Do they have better sanitary conditions? Yes, it's Rent a Girlfriend. It's a metaphor. You know it. You've seen tons of videos dissecting how bad and trashy this anime can be. But on the other hand, well, it keeps making adaptations and people still watch it. Why? It's the hottest garbage out there, but maybe it has something entertaining, something of value. So I watched and read everything to answer if this is still worth it. And the answer is, well, it's a little bit complicated. But maybe there's something that catches your attention. First, some context. After the first season, we all knew the problems it had. And I know you at least have watched one of these videos. So I will quickly list the big problems to know if the second season fixed something. First and foremost, the main character sucks. He is the worst main character there is, and so it is that this guy makes Kirito someone to be looked up for. No, even his best friend is better than him. No, even you get it right. So let's make a deal. For every smash you take to the like and subscribe button, I will smash him and deliver in the next video. Deal? Deal. The second problem is the story. It's really a great concept, even better when you know it really exists, but how it unfolds and how predictable it is, it becomes stupid. Even Avatar 2 has a less predictable plot than this one. The third, and this may be only me, but why is everyone horny? Like, I get it, it's the thing that this anime sells, but it's like weird horny. I don't want to guess what he did. Is this sexual harassment?
Oh, by the way, you two, have you had sex already?
No! Grandma, stop! Why do you want to know that? So basically the story went like this. Mans has girlfriend, 20 seconds after gets dumped, gets into some NTR fantasy, finds an app, rents a girlfriend, gets best waifu, debatable, gets best experience he ever had. Motherfucker gives her 1 star, rents her again, says incel speech, leaves. Oh no, Chizuru confronts him, naturally. Somehow he guilt trips her to see her grandma. Grandma likes her. Somehow both of their grandmas are in the same hospital. Sexual harassment. Chizuru doesn't want anyone to know her job, so she lies. Both lie. Guy promised he will tell his grandma they broke up so everything could be normal again. Second episode. Guy promised he will tell his grandma they broke up so everything could be normal again. Third episode. Guy promised he will tell his grandma they broke up so everything could be normal again. Now in bikini. Last episode. Mans gets into the weirdest love pentagon without the best parts of a harem. Profit? As you can see, it's a mess. But the thing is, from here, what direction is better? Try to fix all the problems and tell a somewhat consistent story, or just dip it into the trashiness till people like it for goofiness? Well, you'll be surprised. So, at the end of the first season, we get 2 big developments. One is Mami knowing it's all a lie, including knowing that Chizuru is just a rental girlfriend. Spicy. And the other, well, you can see how the 2 main characters are starting to have feelings for each other. Cliché. So, you will think these 2 plot points will make it interesting for a second season, right? What happens? Which way did they go? The answer is nothing. It did nothing. Well, kinda, let me explain. Mami at this point is the villain of this story. You will think that she's scheming some kind of plan to be the big bad. Well, what did she do? Nothing. For 12 episodes. Even she doesn't know what to do. Did something formal happen between those 2? No! He's a wuss! Obviously, he wouldn't do something extraordinary. So, is this season a waste of time? Well, many will tell you yes. Obviously, this doesn't add value to the story, neither is trashy material. Or is it? Yuri, in my only defense for Rent a Girlfriend second season is that this shouldn't have been a second season. This should have just been a full 24 episode season. And to state my reason, let's talk about the first problem. The main character. The cringe of the cringe. Mr. Incel himself. He's my defendant. The problem was, besides being the worst, that there was no sign of character development in the first season. If for some reason there was a sign that this guy made some kind of change and development for himself, maybe this anime could have had a better reception. So obviously, if there is a second season, you will think that he's getting better, right? Well, yes, there is some development, like 10% of being a better human being. And maybe I'm being generous. But the point is, after 2 years of not seeing anything, this story doesn't seem to be developing at all. That he's growing. That 10% is just so little that in 2 years, it is not noticeable. And unacceptable too. So you may be thinking, why are you telling me all this? I just want to know if the rest is worth it. Exactly. Here is why you should give it a second chance. Just let me cook. Let me cook. If you binge the first 24 episodes in a go, you could feel that the story and the characters are growing and have a decent development. Because, well, the development is just slow. Because what is now the third season is going to be worth it. I read some chapters of the manga, and where the story is going, it shows a better sense of direction and growth within the characters, so that you could feel some enjoyment. I'm actually impressed to how the next arc evolves the MC to a place where you can say, well, he got a little confused, but he got the spirit. Also to get to know Chizuru a little bit more, and how this arc unfolds was kinda impressive. A little bit predictable, but at the end you say, oh yeah, that happened. Enough to give you some entertainment. That's why it has over 300 chapters, and the only obstacles are the first and the second season. In short, if you endure the first 2 seasons and watch them in a go, from there on you may find some enjoyment. I know, obviously if you have to binge 24 episodes for a story to get better, it's not a great anime, even more when it's a C/B tier story. But what I mean is that if you don't have anything to watch or you just want something making noise in the background, this is perfect for that. It's not a story that you have to pay so much attention to, but it's okay enough to give you some entertainment, even if later gets a little bit better. It's not trash, but it's okay enough to do chores while watching. So at the end, it's up to you and what you want to give time to. Or maybe I'm just trying to gaslight you into liking my guilty pleasure. Bye!